Hey everyone, what's up? We've had a little problem here at work. I tried to figure out, and I got one problem solved. We're going to work on another one that hopefully I got to solve. Well, we pushed these bundles out. Let me show you what we got here. These bundles right here. Hold on. Okay, you can see that it's pushed out off this, and you're wondering how we get these bands underneath here. Well, what we do is we use these. We call these rollers. All it is it's got some wheels on there that you buy at the store, hardware store. These little spacers to raise it up a little bit so when it comes off the roller it doesn't drop down and it slides. The top part slides or something. But we put it up against the end of those rollers. We push it out on a conveyor, and then this is on the end, and we put the bands through there. Well, we had a problem. Well, this is a bracket for the wheel. The wheel would go in between this little pin here, and there's a nut on the end. Well, the bracket would sometimes bend, and the wheel would get pinched in there, and it would jam, and you'd get flat spots on it. And these things, they're like $2 a piece, $2 or $3 a piece, whatever. It depends on where you go and get them. And we got tired of replacing these things, and I was like, there's got to be a better way. So what I come up with is this one. And it's just slapped together with some 2x6s and stuff, and this is for the really big bundles that we push out. This is a small bundle here. And what I did is I took a 2x6, I cut it out of here. You can see how I got the wheels in there, and this is just a piece of plywood. And I run it on a table saw, and I cut a groove in here. So when I put the wheel up in there, I could put that pin back in there and push it down in, and then it spins. And I did the same for this side. This is a steel wheel. And you can see where I got the pin up in there, and I put this in there to hold it all on together. And this makes it up higher, and I screw this into this board, and I put this little plate thing on the back. It's a couple cents at the hardware store, and we use these. We've been using this one for about a month now, and it's working fantastic. It works really good. It's a little heavier, it's beefier, but those bundles over there are really heavy. Well, now the problem we have with these bundles over here is they are very big and very heavy to push out of these conveyors by hand. I mean, sure, you can get an electric conveyor if you want to spend thousands of dollars on a conveyor, and that's just ridiculous for what we need it for. So I hurt myself a few times pushing them things out, my back, and it's just a pain in the neck. Those things are heavy. Let me show you how much one box weighs. All right, this is just one box, okay? And I'm going to put it on this bathroom scale to show you how much it weighs, and we're going to multiply that. All right, let me put it on the scale here, and that is roughly like 14 pounds. I would say 14 pounds a box, just one box. And all right, that's 14 pounds per box. You multiply that by 150, that's 2,100 pounds. This thing weighs 2,100 pounds. Now you get one guy behind there pushing on it. Sometimes you have to get two people. It's a pain in the neck and everything. And then we come up with an idea to get the forks, come in from this way and pull it out. Well, problem I run into, sometimes you only get your forks in so far, and it's not enough to grip the box and pull it, and it just sits there and sits there. It's like a pain in the neck. Then you still have to get someone to help you push it out because it's on the back of the roller. It's catching on the back of the roller, and it's just a pain in the neck. So I come up with another idea, and I want to show you what it is. All right, I got this rope that I've had for a few years, just storing it, and I wrapped it around this S hook, and I cut a bar, and I put some duct tape on it, and I tried to squeeze it on there as tight as I could, and I smashed the rope around this, and I just taped the heck out of it. I put some leather straps around here, and I taped the heck out of it, and this rope is pretty long. And on the other end of it, I have the same principle as the other roller, but on the back part, I have this big thick steel plate. You can see that's about 1/4 inch. And I ground out on a table saw this 2x6 all the way on the one side so I can put this eye bolt through there and screw it all together. This is very hard wood. It's like, I don't know what kind of pine it is. It's pine, but it's like, and some of the spots you could see where termites or something tried to eat through it, and they couldn't even get through this thing. So I had to pre-drill. These are holes for the screws, but this part right here is where insects tried to eat through the dang wood and couldn't get through there. But I had to pre-drill some of the holes for the heads to go down in because I didn't have holes screw enough. So they're kind of countersunk, so it holds it all together. And I did the same thing with the wheels, and I screwed it all on here. And this eye bolt goes all the way to the back, and it's bolted on, so it's really tight. And I put this through there. And what I'm going to do with this is put it up in between. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up in between here, and it'll go on the other side of the bundle, and then this part will set right down in here. And when we're done with this bundle like this, he'll pull up with the forklifts. We'll pull up with the forklift, and we'll put it in between the cage, and he'll back out, and it'll pull it out, and hopefully it won't get cocked up in there because it's a little bit lower than the rollers. I wanted it up higher because I'm afraid it's going to pull back like this and it's going to get jammed up underneath there, but I hope not. So this bundle, I'm going to pull it out the old-fashioned way, and I'm going to set this up for the next bundle, and we're going to pull it out and we're going to see if it works. All right, I got the next bundle ready. I'm going to put this roller here. I set it up here, this one here. So when I pull it out, it'll stay. The rollers will go with it when it hits the end of the bundle, and it'll pull out. And then I put a mark on the ground on how far we got to pull these things out. So I need another roller for the middle, and let's get that. Put it right here, and start this up. So this is the way we used to do it. We used to get the fork under there and pull it out. But this way I think it's going to work better. I put it right there. And then just slowly back up. Forward a little bit here. Then you take it out. Sit it right there. Now, you can see the ruler here. It's not jammed under there, it's pretty loose. You take it, you put it back here again. Hold the bank, hold the road, give us a little bit of, and just set up for the next bundle. So now you just set up for your next bundle and do the same thing. We put the cardboard down like this. On either side. Grab a box here. Drop it down in. This box here keeps it straight. As they fall down in there, you put the labels on. And this keeps it straight on this edge. Looks like it works pretty darn good. I'm impressed with it. That rope isn't going to break, I'll tell you that right now. Tell you how I guess I fixed the problem. So it's going to save a lot of back problems, a lot of just pain in the neck pushing these things out. They're so damn heavy. I'm sure they're on rollers and stuff like that, but I'm happy. I'm very happy. Thanks for watching.